listen to the dogs talk, and there's just some people out there. Crispy. What's up, brother?
Chilling, man.
Another episode. This is episode 25. This is the Christmas episode.
This is going to be out after Christmas.
Santa Claus is coming down.
It just was. It's a new year right now.
It's
Happy
a fucking
New
new year, bro. Just put the UltraWisdom fucking intro song on repeat.
If I know me, I had a great time this New Year's Eve. I hope you had a great time. This is recorded in the past, and it's coming to fruition in the future.
You're putting it out there.
I'm putting myself out there.
So
100% wholeheartedly.
So you're just telling future self like you had a bomb ass time at fucking New Year's.
Dude, you had a blast, bro. It's a new year. It's the year 2023.
Seems like a weird year.
It's an odd year, right?
It's 23. But that's like that Jim Carrey movie, 23. Remember when we saw 23 everywhere?
Oh, wow. What if it's that year for everybody?
It's like 23 cars.
You see it in everything.
23 tacos getting delivered at the door.
So have you seen the woman? She's like from like Bosnia, somewhere out there, and she's like blind. And she gives
yes,
she gives like Nostradamus predictions. Like
she was like, in the year 2020 there will be a plague, some kind of a sickness or an illness that will wipe out the world.
Yeah, like predicted all this stuff.
I know exactly what you're talking about. She had a couple of them that hit.
Her eyes are like forever closed, but she can see
eyes wide
through
shut.
time.
Yeah. Dude, she's the fucking Andre Bertelli of her time.
Is that the guy, the opera singer?
Oh, no, he sings a song. Con te partirò con my barisina. You know the song from Step Brothers? Fuck no.
Well, at first, I thought you knew the words.
Oh, Conte Partito is the name of the song. Conte Partiro. It's a song from Step Brothers where they're like at the Catalina wine mixer and they're like...
Yeah, he said it's that song. Fucking like, Catalina wine mixer. He's like, worldwide, prestige worldwide.
Fucking play those drums down!
Dude, it's classic humor, dude.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
It's classic
the pendulum's swinging back. We're going to get back to those comedies.
Yeah, dude, we should make a movie.
Movies, dude, did you see the article?
Make a shitty
should
movie.
Not make a movie. We barely can make a podcast, let alone a feature film.
Shitty movie where like...
You see movies are tanking.
Oh, yeah, the box office is broken.
All of these movies that Hollywood's making, 30, 40, 50, 60 million dollar budgets, they're grossing like... I'm gonna give them the answer. You know what? You locked people in. You're making them afraid of going outside. Everybody hates them for whatever reason, right? Don't like all these people over there when you go over there, and whenever you're over here, like, right? Stay home where it's safe and watch Netflix. Yeah. Then they want you to go to the movies. Like, I think also too, people aren't going to pay for shit that's PC.
Dude, if you
censor things. Or don't write a script or make a movie the way...
you want it to be that
You want it to be original and you want it to be
right.
real. And if you're going to fucking censor and play equal opportunity across the board in a movie and try to be politically correct with everything, it's just going to be some like...
sanded down.
You think Quentin Tarantino, when he makes a movie, makes something that's politically correct? Fuck no. It's like some of the most offensive shit in the world. But they always bang. I wonder why. And they always get huge box office numbers. I wonder why. Because people don't want to see fucking sugar-coated shit. They want to see real shit. And if you're going to put dog shit in the theaters and expect me to pay $17 for a ticket with a $20 popcorn and $10 soda to see bullshit, fluff, corporate fucking, lingo, I'll just stay at home and watch something tight on fucking Amazon Prime.
Right, I agree. I mean,
100%.
But thing is,
we don't want to offend anybody, so we're not going to make a movie that's bad.
People don't want to see that. That's all a joke.
No, I'm not paying $18 to be fed something I can go on Facebook and fucking see.
Nobody really thinks that way.
Bullshit. Corporate does. Well, okay. Nobody thinks that way, but they try to portray that they think that way.
Just start calling them all.
But dude, you know that movie Devotion? I think it's called, with Michael B. Jordan. I think his name is. I don't know. I think it's like a space movie or something like that. $100 million budget. I think it made like $10 million.
So people are going to stop spending that amount of money.
I think movies. Well, no, they have to. If you're going to make like feature films that are going to look good and be theater quality, that's what they cost to make. $30-40 million, $50 million. You know what I mean? But if you're going to fucking not make movies that, I mean, dude, can you tell the people that live next door to shut up?
Dude, I was just thinking.
But if you're not going to make movies, not to cut you off, you're not going to make a fucking real movie. If you're not going to like be able to like curse and say shit, like if you're going to tell a story, bro, you can tell a story and you know what I mean? It can be some shit that is offensive, but it's that's the whole point of it. It's a story. It's not real life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I think from like dude, we used to get great movies. Great fucking movies. The movie, dude, I used to love going to the movie theater in my early 20s. I used to go every Tuesday to fucking South Park Mall, Regal Cinema 16.
Shout out.
There it is for the episode.
There it is.
You're the guy. That's your bit.
No, that was yours.
You need to compile all your
said
shout outs. I didn't say shout out. You did.
That was yours, though. You're doing it.
I'm just saying, I used to love going to the fucking theater, and you said shout out.
I feel like if you're name dropping, that's a shout out.
Yeah, but you don't have to say shout out. You can just be like, yo, I used to love going to Regal 16 Cinema movie theater in South Park Mall. You're the shout out guy, not me. We already told you your merch is shout out.
But you have to.
UW on the pocket, shout out on the back. Our listeners are like, man, if you guys fucking explain this shout out thing for the one more time, we're leaving. Leave. You'll come back. There's no other podcast out there that is as good as this podcast. Fuck Joe Rogan.
No, dude.
No, but Tuesdays used to be military discount, $8 ticket. Small popcorn was like $2, but if you were a Regal Crown member, you could upgrade to a large for $2 more. And then obviously you're going to take your girlfriend who has what?
Who has boobs.
A purse. And what are you going to put in that purse? Candy and soda.
Items.
So for like $12, dude, plus your girl's ticket, another $8, $20, you're getting 2 tickets, large popcorn, a couple candies and sodas from the Five Below next door. Every Tuesday. Did that shit for, man, probably a whole year. Always good movies.
Did you ever watch 2 movies on 1 ticket?
Nah, that's a long time at the movie theater. It's like just enough. Like a 2-hour
like
movie is
Mallrat
just
shit.
enough. It's
I
like
never was a Mallrat.
No, me neither. And I mean, I liked going to the movies, and I mean, I worked at the mall actually for a little bit. That was weird. People that
Claire's?
Paxson.
Hot Topic.
Build-A-Bear.
Andy's Pretzels.
Spencer's.
Dude, name all of your favorite mall stores here, now, today. Come down,
GameStop,
write your
Paxson,
favorite.
Spencer's.
Remember the place
100%.
KB Toys? And they always had the fake like puppies crawling around like
I don't remember that
box
aspect.
out front.
I just remember.
Yeah, it was always like, remember the ball with the ferret that it looked like the
Yes,
ferret?
and I was chasing it.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know that store had
those
carpet.
Yeah, they always had those in bins like out front, and they were like barking. All the like dogs were like in the same bin, like walking around like barking.
It was just like, yo, Mom, look at them ferrets. Let's go in that store.
It's classic.
KB Toys was the best, man.
Dude, you know what I heard?
What'd
They
you hear?
are remaking That 70s show, and they're making that 90s show.
Yeah.
Is that real? Has that been a thing?
I've heard
it
that for a
soon?
minute, I feel like.
Huh.
I don't know if it's out already. Might be.
I mean, dude,
think it's
when
gonna
did That 70s show come out? The 90s?
I think so. Or no, early 2000s.
Early 2000s.
I think early
So
2000s.
30 years. So it's about time, right? If they're doing 30
Yeah.
years back.
It's like all of them coming back and they have kids now.
All right. Think about in the 1970s, they had the 1930s, and it was just like
That
Dust Bowl.
30 show. And it was just like some alcoholic father beating his
Dust
kids.
Bowl shit.
Trail of Tears.
He's like, we've been out here on this farm, and there's nothing growing, Dad. We're in the Midwest of the United States.
Pa, ain't no harvest this season. And like, well, walk on into town.
They said, every morning when I wake up, I'm covered in dust.
I'm sick of it.
When I eat dust.
I'm sick of it. I'm
What's
tired
that
of this
damn?
dust.
Oh, the grapes. What is it called? Not the Grapes of Wrath. It's called. It's a book, man. It's about the Dust Bowl.
The Great Depression? I'm just kidding. No, I know what you're talking about, but I don't. I'm not
It's a
going to pull
classic
it.
book,
That's a deep
man.
cut. I'm
Yeah.
not going to pull it.
You didn't read.
Not a lot, no.
You still don't.
No.
If you don't read, you're not gonna start.
Yeah, it sucks because like I always get books and I'm like, I'm going to read this.
No, you're not.
I know. It's shitty. It's shitty. I would love to be able to,
Read when you poop.
the
and
last
poop for
time
20 minutes.
the last time I legit read when I was when I was deployed. It was like a good way to kill time, but not be too distracted. Sometimes you have like guard jack duty, like guard gate duty, and you've been there for like 6 hours, and you just when the people pull up, you check their badge, and that's it. Fill out the form, and then just they go on their way. But sometimes there'd be like points where an hour go by, not a fucking person came into the bomb dump. So
The bomb dump.
that's what we called it.
That's what we call it too.
Bomb dump, baby. And it's just you and the little guard shack with the computer. But, the computer, like school, would have... You could only get on certain things, you know what I mean? And that shit. I was like, man, what the fuck am I going to do in here? And they had like a little bookshelf with like a bunch of books that people would leave behind when they would leave. And I just started taking books and reading them. I read a couple bangers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Don't remember any of them.
I don't remember anything about them. I know they were.
I have them at the crib. I brought the
I've got
ones
a little
that
library. It's a bookshelf, not
Yeah,
a
I've got
library.
like 10 books. I always
got
buy
way
them with
more
the
books than
intention
that.
to read, and I don't get after it.
I've got at least 50 books.
Reading when you don't do it it's tough when you like try to go back and read. I've gone back and I'm like, man,
Take off
reading
slow. Take
one
it slow.
page feels like forever.
And just like anything, take it slow. Set a timer. Make a goal for yourself. Read for this amount of minutes.
I'd rather watch
Read when you
football.
poop. Put a book on there instead of scrolling through the same stuff you scroll through all day long
I'd rather watch football.
while you poop.
Football?
No, I said read while you poop.
Yeah, I mean, I could.
I got a book.
But then I'm going to get poopy fingers on the pages.
I got a book back there on the back of the toilet. In there.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's called the School of Life.
Tell me about it.
It's about an emotional education. I actually just put it in there because I started it, and then when we moved,
It's been in there for weeks. I come over every
I've
week.
been pooping away from home. I poop in
You
public.
heard it here first,
I
friends.
poop in public. I'm not afraid because some people are, and if you are, come on, man.
I'm not afraid.
Some people
I
are.
prefer home.
Some people will not poop in public. They won't go to a public restroom and take a poo. And I'm like, you must never have actually had to poo before. Because you don't choose.
I mean, if you gotta go, you gotta
Sometimes
go.
the poo chooses you.
I usually wait till I go home to poop.
That's when you're impacted and you need your wife to come in there and just like...
Just plunge it out of you. No, I just, it's more comfortable. Just prefer to. I will, if I have to, but
I'll go anywhere, anytime.
yeah, because you're a savage.
Doesn't matter.
Look at your face. You look like a guy that poops outside.
I will poop outside in a heartbeat.
I know you will. I smelt it when I was walking up.
Dude, there's something to wipe with out there for sure.
Yeah, lots of hoodies.
Dude, socks,
Needles.
weave,
Needles.
plenty of stuff on
Pillowcases.
the plenty of stuff on
All the
ditch.
furniture that people throw out their window when they leave here.
Yeah, dude.
It's fucking sick.
You can wipe with a lot of stuff.
You can just wipe with your bare hand and wash it in the sink.
Yeah.
Stinky. Might have a little after
But you're a
after smell.
savage.
Yeah.
Like you said.
Part-time. Just night
You said
savage.
I work a day job.
Yeah, I got a day shift job, but at night, that's when I clock in. I'm just, dude,
He's like I'm a Hyde.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. That's literally what I was just thinking.
Yeah, dude. Wednesday. You seen it?
Nope.
Well, I just gave it away.
That's in there?
Mm-hmm.
Is that our dad?
Mm-mm.
Damn.
It's
That
a
show looks
monster.
cool, I guess.
If you haven't seen it, it's broken all of the Netflix records.
Is it good,
Yeah.
though?
Yeah, it's good. It's Tim Burton's.
Is it?
He's got
okay.
he's got his hand in it. It's nice.
He's got his hand in something else, too.
It's like dark. It's
Wednesday
comical.
herself.
Yikes. She had like 10 million followers in like 24 hours.
What's her name? Jenna Ortega?
See, you know her name.
Yeah, I mean, you can't get on anything and not see
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
It's
I'd
for a
like
reason.
to wait like you do
It's
with
like
your
everybody
Assassin's Creed
laugh.
games. I'd like to wait the next year, and then I'll watch it.
Yeah, you give some time to be like, maybe it wasn't.
Yeah.
It's all hype.
Yeah.
Everything's all hype. That's what advertising is.
The next show.
Oh my God. I've been seeing this a lot. I wonder why. Because they spent $400 million on advertising. Whatever that is that you
I just hope it's good.
Of course you hope it's good. You've been seeing it.
I mean, I would hate to like go watch it and be like, this is the rave. But
right.
I
That's
feel
why
like usually
to
those
this
shows,
day, and I will never, I don't want to watch Game of Thrones.
Nope.
Because you know what all of you Game of Thrones people said? Oh, it's the best show, you gotta watch it. Oh, it's the best show, you gotta watch it. And then guess what you said? Fuck this show.
Yeah.
The ending's horrible.
You invest
and then you tell everybody, but yeah, you
it.
should watch it because everything else is good. And you're like, yeah, but...
It's a banger until the end. And you're like, well, why would I want to like invest that much time to be disappointed?
And but because also from the outside in, I know about all like the financial turmoil that it went through. And that's the reason that you can tell the story was summed up real quick. Like everything was like cast out, you know?
Yeah. They're like, yeah, we got to wrap this up.
Yeah, like HBO, like lost
Everyone's
rights or
getting
or
shit,
whatever. Yeah. Some like BS that I know in hindsight, you know? I'm like, y'all couldn't see it happening?
I just feel like if I don't get on the train when it's about to leave the station, I don't ever get on it.
Speaking about a station, I feel that. I got
I
you.
I mean,
You're
like,
just
I feel like I'm
missed
ahead.
that train.
There was a window, and I missed it, and it's fine. I
I've
don't need
never
to
watched
go back
Breaking Bad.
Me neither.
Right. So 2 out of 2 people.
Those 10
have
shows that have
those.
been the bangers over the past 10 years, I probably have seen 2 of them, whatever they are.
And then we'll just be like, hey, tell us what y'all think of us doing this because maybe we'll go do a podcast in public.
And they're like, oh, it's fucking dog shit. Just like
why
the
would
rest
you
of
ever
the
do
show.
that?
Yeah. First 25, amazing. After that, downhill. They changed. You can tell the budget got changed. They got casted out.
Somebody bought them out, man. PBR, the best beer. My favorite.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's a good beer. It's definitely up there on my list of quality and quantity.
It's classic. You see it in classic moments. It's not too big. It's not overdone. It's definitely unique.
Yeah.
I'll shout out.
There's yours.
I'm not shouting out nothing actually ever again.
Bullshit.
Ever. No, for real though. When we took the beer test, the beer tasting test.
Oh, me and you. Yeah.
It was 5 beers. We had McDonald's French fries as a palate cleanser. And it was Michelob Ultra, Bud Light, Miller Lite, Coors Light, and
Bush. PBR.
Michelob, Bud, Miller, Coors, and
It's another domestic. I don't know.
what was it? It was
A
5.
bitch, I don't know.
Don't call me that word.
I'll
That's
call you
offensive.
what I want to.
It's offensive to some people.
Yeah, well, you should be going to the movies and watching the things they put out now.
Yeah, they're
You're in the
absurd.
perfect category for that.
They're absurd.
You can go enjoy that.
You can see it all over the
Was
media.
it like a Mickey's?
No, it wasn't. It was something special. I can't remember.
It wasn't a Mexican beer, was it? Like a Tecate or Modelo or Corona? Steel Reserve. I'll send you to the moon.
Nothing like that.
Ay.
Nothing like that. But yeah, you can see it on a lot of Netflix films and stuff too. Like they'll throw it in. They'll dabble their politics in.
Yeah.
Some people.
Every character.
People don't. Maybe they
Come
do.
on.
Maybe they do. Right.
Dude, come on, man.
I'm not gonna assume. But
Come on.
dude. People don't say shit like that in real life.
Light a fire under your ass.
People don't talk about shit like that. You only hear that shit on the news. Whatever you're thinking of right now you only hear that on the news.
I have no thoughts in my brain.
Right. People aren't randomly doing politically charged stuff. And if they are, they're at rallies. And let them do it because they chose to be there. And if you're there with them for whatever, like protesting or whatever, look, you're a part of the political stuff and have fun with it.
Just gang, dude.
Dude, gang out there with your signs.
Gang, baby.
Dude, don't ever put the signs down.
Never. Just fucking throw them
Let
up.
me know how the war is going on the front line.
Hold up your sweet sign that you made at your mom's house before you left that has whatever you want to get out there, whatever radical statement that you have. Hold it up. Hold it up proud.
And I'll stream all the live journalists, amateur live journalists.
Yell
that are
in
out
each
there.
other's face.
Dude, that's
Don't
another
have
thing.
a good conversation. Scream.
Yeah, go out there for the reason. You went out there for a reason. Don't give them mercy.
You white devil! You misogynist! You baby killer. You know, all those crazy fucking extreme rants. You see the Biden administration, the Biden official, he's like the nuclear engineer. Yeah.
They
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, them.
Yeah, I think I think they transitioned. I think they're, I don't know what, I'm not going to even fucking entertain that. But
they're part of the LGBTQ plus AI community.
Dash 81. Yeah, stealing damn luggage from the airports.
Yeah.
Crazy, man. Like, come on.
And the first time he
You
did,
don't
he
get
was
enough
like,
attention already?
the first time he did, he was like, whoops, I think that was an accident. And the second time, the quote was, like, he was, like, looking around, like...
He stole, like, a fucking, I don't know if this is
like
exact
Gucci
price, but, like, an insanely expensive bag. Like, yeah, that motherfucker knows that shit costs that much, and it's just... But I'm saying, like...
How you do it once and get away with it and do it again?
If you have a top official job like that, like, you don't make money?
Yeah, you do. You
can't buy a $5,000 suitcase?
Doesn't
like,
matter.
I can't,
Klepto's
but...
a klepto.
Yeah, that's very true. But
doesn't matter.
You're supposed to be like a representative of the staff that's running this. It does. A lot of people, it does matter. What the fuck are you doing?
Right, I know. But
and
I'm saying in today's age.
No offense, you're not the most fucking hidden in plain sight individual.
You're a completely white, bald person.
With lipstick on.
With red lipstick on.
I mean, you're definitely a head turner. You're someone that's walks by and they're like, what the...
Do you remember the guy, the bald guy on Andrew Callahan that was like short guy with this small, with the small shorts, and he was like trying to be like an alpha man. He was like, you just got to be an alpha.
I don't
but
think
he's
so.
like 5'4", and Andrew got him on fucking. He was like, you know, the guy was like, you know, like Beavis and Butthead. Andrew was like, I don't know what Beavis and Butthead is. He was like, come on.
Seriously?
He was like, seriously? He was like, I have no idea what you're talking about, man. He was like, you know, he did spot on impression of Beavis and Butthead. Hilarious.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, but he was like, when the light comes, philosophy. He says some shit like that, dude.
Oh,
I'm not lying.
shit.
He says crazy stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I haven't seen that. I don't even know what that is.
Dude, Andrew Callahan.
I feel like if I looked it up, I would know, but...
Channel 5 News.
Oh, that guy!
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't recall the name. Yeah, his shit's funny.
Yeah.
Live action. I thought it was live action news.
He's coming to the local venue. He's doing a live show.
Here?
Channel 5 Live. And you know what his show is? It's literally him, and he gets people off Craigslist to do a show at every location.
Yeah, I actually think I remember him promoting that, actually.
Yeah.
On one of the podcasts. He was on with Theo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I remember him talking about that tour. That'd be sick. But you wonder how many people would actually make some fake shit up on Craigslist and then get there if he like... Well, he probably has a selection process and like meets with them before. But that'd be wild.
100%.
He's probably going to find some crazy motherfuckers.
100%.
I wonder what you put out there, like looking to... Like what kind of individual is he looking for?
You know that... He's finding the two types of people that don't know him and the people that do know him. And so you're probably getting like two different.
Remember the movie Dinner for Schmucks?
Yeah.
He's looking for those people.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, I can talk telepathically to people.
Yeah.
You're like, really? And you're like, yeah, let me see. And they're like...
Yeah, or he's like, dude, I find roadkill and I make them have living room scenes. I sit them at the dinner table eating a chicken
and I taxidermy them and I fucking...
And he was like, dude, can you like bring in something you're working on and I'll put a camera over you, overhead camera, and you just do that for 40 minutes? And that's 40 minutes of the show. Can you imagine that?
Great. No, I'm pass. Good show.
Right, but if you pay for something and you expect something that's outlandish and you're like, wow.
Yeah, I wonder
is it comical? Or you're like, dude, he's like, so see here, I take this, once I peel this back, I can put the little t-shirt on right there.
I would laugh. I would probably
like the whole time.
Like, yeah, I'd be like, dude, this is, I think what would be funny is the fact that guy is serious.
Right.
What's funny is like he's being
So
real.
you're making fun of him.
No, I think it's cool as fuck when someone is that
unique.
Yeah, and
you know what he does with his time?
Yeah, I think it's cool, but it is funny.
Yeah.
Like, let's be real. It's fucking hilarious.
Right.
If you're like, yo, I just got this little Hawaiian shirt for my mouse.
And be real with it, right? Because nobody does that.
Yeah.
And even if you do that, you're like, it's less than 1%.
I'm gonna be like, yo, your shit's sick, but dude, it's fucking funny watching someone put clothes on mice.
Right. I mean, you know what we like to do for fun? Speaking to a microphone in a room with nobody else.
Yeah, we really like each other.
Dude.
We love ourselves.
But dude,
like, yo, we know what I do with my time? I listen to myself talk.
Dude, but think about, I know you've seen people have their own podcast and it's just them.
Oh, they rant.
And they just rant.
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
I mean, it's whatever. Dude, to each their own. Fucking do what you want with your time. Cool.
But I can't imagine.
Go steal luggage.
Now, I can't imagine having some funny things and like saying funny things. I can imagine doing that, but I can't imagine like political commentary. Like being like, and today, did you see where,
yeah, but you need someone for all that shit. Sports commentary, political commentary.
Right. People are driven to do that.
Critical commentary, bits where they just fuck off the whole time. Like, you know, some of those podcasts like Come Town and all them, they're just crazy ass
They take
podcasts.
like callers in.
Yeah, it's just, but I mean.
Dude, we should take callers.
Some people, that'd be sick. Some people want to hear political shit. I'll hit a little political podcast here and there, like just maybe indulge a little bit from time to time, but that's not like my thing. Fucking listen to day in and day out. Some people like the religious shit, you know.
Yeah,
it's tight. You need someone to do all that those kind of things. You don't want just everyone to be a comedy podcast or a political podcast, you know.
Right. Have you seen a lot of people? They do like a random live stream, like pod.
Oh yeah, like a random, just a live podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, or like, what's the dude in Texas?
Joe Rogan.
No.
Tim Dillon.
No.
Tom Segura.
The skinny. He's friends. He has the show.
Chuck Norris.
He has it with Red. He has the guests on all the time, and he lets the people come up and do a 1 minute.
Oh, that's Kill Tony.
Kill Tony. Tony
Hinchcliffe.
Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Youngstown, Ohio.
His are live every single time.
Yeah.
And he travels and does them?
No, he has a club in Texas.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, and
And
you
that's
like
his
buy a
club that
ticket like to the
to be a part of the show.
and you go, and then everyone in the crowd that wants a chance to get on stage, they put your name in a bowl, and they draw it and you get a minute. If all right, coming up next, Zach Allen. You go up and you have a minute just to talk whatever you want, say what you want, try to be funny, try to be serious, try to be whatever you want, and then they'll be like, "Yeah, you fucking suck, dude," or they're like, "Yeah, that shit was funny as fuck." Like, "Oh, good point, man." But they have he has guests to come on and they'll just get on there and be like, "Yo, man, what the fuck was that?" It's just live entertainment.
Because some people are like, "Oh shit, I fucking forgot."
Some people freeze, some people kill, some people go up there and they're way too serious. I mean, dude?
If you went on stage, dude, so this is the thing. I've been on stage in front of people.
Yeah, I never have.
You've never been on stage in front of people?
No.
It's interesting.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if your name got called right now. All right, so if we went to that show.
Oh, dude, I'd be me because that's what I do.
If we went to that show.
I do shit on stage that's not funny to anybody else. It's funny to me.
If we went to that show, would you plan? Would you prep something? Or would you, if you just got picked, go up and then off whatever's on top of your head at that moment, just be like.
Oh, I would definitely have to have a couple, like bits. I would have to have a couple.
So you would try to go up there and be funny? You wouldn't go up there and just sing? If you went there and sang a song, that would be funny. Because like the mouse guy who's being serious, yeah, he's not fucking joking, but it's hilarious about how serious he is.
But then is he joking?
That's what I'm saying. Wouldn't it be funny if you walked up and
what do you do for
like,
fun? Well, in the shower, I really sing a lot, and that's how I started.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Everyone that goes up there doesn't try to be funny. Like, it's not like everyone goes up there with a bit. Like, some people just go up and they're like, "Yeah, dude, I'm going to tell a quick story about, like, when my dog died and, like, the story of it." And they'll just talk for a minute and they'll just be like, "Oh, yeah, that was fucking interesting." Like, so, like, did you bury him deep enough so he didn't flood?
I've never listened to the whole show.
I've just heard bits and
I just hear funny bits of it.
Yeah.
Funny clips.
Well, of course, they're like 4 hours long.
Right.
And they just clip the
Why
best
would
parts.
you clip the thing about the guy going up and talking about, "Hey, I just want to talk about I'm from out of town and I just came here. My grandmother passed away a couple years ago. Me and my wife, we planned a trip down to come down. She wanted her ashes spread, and I just it was a special thing, and I love Tony, so I wanted to come here." And yeah,
they're like, "Sick. When you guys threw the ashes in the wind, did it blow back in your face?"
Because You just go up there and get. It's like a roast. It's like
Yeah.
you want to get roasted.
That's my ultimate like dream for my birthday.
To get roasted?
To have a roast. Like
We
the
could have
Comedy
a
Central
roast and
one.
we could record it.
I want to rent like a roasting club
When? When you turn 30?
for my birthday.
Like for your 30th? When you turn big
Zach,
30?
I just turned 31.
Yeah, did you had a birthday a couple days ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Do you feel different?
No.
Does it like give you perspective of like, time's ticking?
I think once you get to a certain point, like especially when you're an adult, like birthdays are just kind of like.
Yeah, some people play that shit up. They get a
I don't
sash.
need.
Some people get a sash.
I'm like, yo, it's just another day. It's a regular ass day.
They're like, no, it's not.
I'm like, yeah, it is.
No, it's not. It's
like-
my special day.
I'm talking about myself.
Give me a free beer.
If it's
No, it's
your
my
birthday,
special day. I shouldn't pay for
if
anything.
it's your birthday, then you should
Buy
have a
me
great
lunch.
day. If you want to, but
You buy me lunch.
I went to work.
I'm not walking outside. It's raining.
I went to work.
I work on my birthday too,
Yeah,
man.
dude, it's whatever.
Some
it's a
people take
birthday.
off for their
We're
birthday.
grown ass men. It's a birthday.
I take off for way better days.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I went to work and then I took my family to Kings Dominion. That was like, that's all I wanted, just hang out with the family.
Yeah, dude. What is King's Dominion?
Oh, it's an amusement park in Doswell, Virginia. It's like 30 miles north of Richmond.
It's got one of my favorite roller coasters.
Oh, let me guess. Is it Intimidator?
Yeah.
That tank will make you black out.
Yeah.
Like it'll take
Intimidator
off and then
305.
like you're like,
It goes 98, I
why is
think.
my vision getting blurry?
It goes
and then
98.
when you come back, it's
That's
like
the
when you
first one. It hits G's.
Have you ever seen those pilots in those videos that hit G's and they just
Yeah.
and then it like slows back down?
We'll do it. Alexa, what is the G force on the Intimidator 305?
Intimidator 305 G force is 4.5 units.
4.5 G's.
Oh, it'll shut you down.
You're like, dude, it's
and that
great.
funnel cake you ate comes out
And
your butt.
you get that tunnel vision,
Yeah,
and then you're like, you just gotta keep breathing. Have you seen the Russian hit 9, 11, something like that? There's a Russian guy.
What?
Have you not?
Are you talking about the G's when they put the pilots
In
in
the
fucking-
centrifuge.
Yeah.
Dude, have you seen the dude who's hit the like world record?
I mean, I probably have.
Well,
I've seen a bunch of those videos. There's a bunch of them. Like with the NASA pilots.
Yeah.
And they have like special forces that do it. I've just, over the years, I've definitely seen a couple of those. And their faces like melt. They're like,
but he's like, and then he's like really trying, you can tell. And then there's a point where he gets really comfortable, and he's at like 9 to 11 G's, and he gets really comfortable, and he lets his body like go, and he's like,
oh, and he's like,
He's like-
it's like that.
they're
that
like, you're all right, and he's like,
it's like that noise that
He's like-
computer used to make. Ding, ding,
and then he's
ding,
like,
ding.
and then he comes back, and it's like, it's crazy. It like he like lets go of the tenseness of his body, and it's like,
Have that guy in your fucking live show.
yeah, dude.
But
You can
yeah.
take that. You have hella arteries, hella.
Or you're just already dead.
Your arteries pump.
Yeah, that's something they
High,
definitely.
you got a
train
high
for.
power pumping heart, dude.
Just pumping red, baby. Just pumping red
Dude.
through them blood cells. But yeah, my like ideal fucking birthday would be to rent like a little banquet hall or something, set up a couple little tables,
We'll get the cameras.
invite like 10 to 15 people,
Ma, get the camera.
have like a little dinner from 7 to 9, a little light dinner, and then like at 9:30 just go up on the stage and sit in a chair and just have just everyone one by one just come up and do crowd work and hit the fucking birthday boy with some lines, and then just be like, all right, up next is so and so. That shit would be tight as fuck. It would be tight.
Then you would pick the people to roast you?
No, everyone that comes, everyone has to go up for 2 minutes at least. And you can say you don't have to
Everyone,
roast.
but
don't
you have
to.
like a host.
Yeah, you'd have to like hire someone off fucking Craigslist to come host.
Dude, you would
your-
hire me. I'll do it.
No, you're part of the fucking the guest.
No, I'll be like the host, and I would be like the main roaster.
Everyone just comes off and burns your ass, dude.
Like, dude, we came here to burn this guy, but we're burning fucking this guy, because just look at him.
Well, that's how all those roasts go. They'll like hit the fucking the
panel.
the main
The
person
panel.
first, but then they really just go
They're
after
like,
the
dude,
panel.
who invited Peyton Manning to roast him?
I remember Donald Trump had one. He had a roast. That shit was
Yeah.
funny as fucking. He was like, he said something about Justin Bieber, and it was fucking gold. Like, he was like, the difference between me and Justin Bieber is I'm not a pussy and I have $100 million or something like that. That bitches used to be so good, dude. You could,
Yeah.
They used to be so funny.
Yeah.
That's what I want
That
for
would
my
be
birthday.
fun.
And if I can't get that, then I'll just go to work.
What are you going to do when you're, 30?
I mean, probably like later, not like anytime soon.
35?
Sure.
Plan a couple years out?
That'd be fun. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Plan a couple of years out, find like a place to rent.
Speaking of finding a place to rent, I was talking with the snowboard crew, and I was thinking like
what? Dude, I really thought you meant the snowboard, like the board of people, the panel that talks about snow. I was
funny.
like the snowboard, and I was like,
we're
like
talking
the
about when the
board,
snow comes in.
Yeah, gotcha.
No, we were talking about like finding a good place to go this year, and I was like, dude, I think I want to plan for like a couple years out and tell everybody like, yo, let's plan for Japan.
For real?
Yeah, and
That'd be
dogs
sick.
from Japan, but get like people because it's Japan,
You need, I mean, it's like $2,000 flight.
right?
You're spending
But I mean, like,
hella money.
I would get
It'd be fun. You need like 10 people.
right, and I feel like everybody would bring like maybe their partner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It'd be cool.
It's a big ass snowboard trip.
Go to Japan, Konnichiwa, dude.
Yeah, I don't know what the mountains are. in
I
Japan.
haven't been to another country, a non English speaking country. You know, like not as their first language.
Yeah.
It's cool, dude.
Yeah.
I like trying to communicate without the words I communicate with every day.
Sounds.
Well, it's just like be a person.
Like,
You know?
where is the building that has the food?
And they're like this motherfucker right here. Trying to speak like idiots. They're like, it's on the corner. I speak English.
It's crazy because they all know what the fuck you're saying.
It's English.
Yeah. You're like, oh, why do people talk loud when they're trying to communicate?
Dude, I
Like,
told you when someone thought I spoke Hebrew and they asked me directions.
I could see that.
And it was literally the day that I got there. The day.
They thought that so someone came
I
up
hadn't
to
gone
you
to
and was
sleep
just,
in this country yet. And I showed up and someone asked me for directions. And I hadn't even met up with like my people, like, or anybody I knew. I was like by myself. And you know me, I'm pretty much unprepared. Like, I knew 0 words. I knew how to say 0 things in Hebrew.
I'm pretty
right?
much
Or
unprepared.
Arabic. Anything from the Middle East, right? 0. So when they asked me directions, I couldn't even say like, I don't speak English. I was just like, they were like, fuck you.
They're like, okay. But
They knew
like,
how to say fuck you.
They were like,
in
yeah, that guy's
English.
deaf.
No, they asked me in Hebrew, and then I was like, they were like, fuck you. I was like, oh, cool.
You should have been like,
You got
I'm
that
American,
one.
I don't
You
speak
got that one.
Hebrew. And they're like,
They would have been like, oh,
makes sense.
Right.
But I guess maybe you look Hebrew.
I guess.
They were like, oh, that looks like a nice Hebrew man. Let's go ask him for
Benglit.
directions. Wait, so some Hebrew
Benglit.
guys
That's
asked
English,
you
please.
directions?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Maybe they're trying to kidnap you.
He's like, he's tasty. He looks tasty.
Then we have to get Liam Neeson.
No, I
to
also
come
got
save
stopped
you.
by the IDF, like the Israeli Defense Force, when I went to the old city of Jerusalem.
Dude,
And they asked me about
Can't take 'em
they asked me
nowhere.
about hashish.
can't take it. They're
They
like,
tapped me on my shoulder. I'm just walking. Again, I was by myself. I wasn't with anybody. I was
can't
by
take the boy
myself.
nowhere.
I was by myself walking around. Someone tapped me on the shoulder, and it was like officers, army.
Where's the dugout?
And I was just like, they said something. Hey, the ID. I showed them my passport. They're like, hashish. They're like, you smoke? I thought they were asking me for a cigarette. Like, I don't smoke cigarettes.
Dude gets arrested in a
They
foreign
said,
country.
hashish? You smoke hashish? I was like, and I just laughed.
You just said,
Because by then I definitely smoked some hashish over there.
yeah. So you're just walking around gone, and they were like, hashish?
No, I mean, I knew what they were talking about. And so, like, yeah, they smoke, like, different stuff in different places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is hashish? I don't remember.
It's like
It's different.
ground up. It's like black. It's like tar. It's like
Yeah.
resin. And it's like a couple maybe pieces of stems and
It's just-
flowers
it's
in
just
there. It's like,
mids.
yeah, it's
They're like,
Yeah.
this is from our friends in Mexico. You just delivered a
like-
bunch of hashish. You mean dog shit weed? They're like, no, my friend, real good. Get your girl high.
get your girl high.
Get your girl high. You get so high, get your girl high. That's a good fucking selling point.
Yeah, dude. You smoke jewels. You smoke vape nicotine. You don't do that?
I haven't had one of those in like months, man.
Really?
God, I told you. It's like the cig. It's a come and go thing. I'll hit them for like a
When
week.
the last time you had a cigarette? Can't remember? You smoked a cigar recently, though.
Birthday.
When was the last time you had a chew or a dip?
Oh God, years.
Yeah.
That's
I was
probably
actually
when
thinking
me and
about,
you were doing it.
I was actually thinking about my tobacco use the other day, and I was like, yeah, I just don't.
I'm like this with tobacco. That's how I treat tobacco. When I want it, I go get it, and that's very far and few.
Well, you've drawn the line in your past.
I
you
enjoyed
consciously
it,
drew
and then
the
I got to a
line.
point where I was like, I just don't like it like that.
Right? Do you remember drawing a line like I'm not going to do this?
No,
like
it just
this?
was like I don't like it anymore.
Yeah.
It was just like you grow out of things, and it was something I grew out of. Like,
Oh, see, I did it for my health.
oh no, I just didn't want to do it. I just was like, no, I'm good. I used to play with GI Joes. I don't play with them
Oh, I mean,
anymore.
it's funny because as a smoker, I remember like very much enjoying a cigarette.
Yeah,
and
I
coffee in the
enjoyed them,
morning,
and I
right?
remember just one day being like, I don't enjoy this as much as I.
Yeah, and I think I've had like a cigarette or two, like, randomly a couple years afterwards, and like every time it just wasn't as enjoyable.
That's what I'm saying. I just after like a couple years, 2-3 years of doing it, just got to a point where I was like, I just don't like it like that anymore.
It's funny too, just like having some years under your belt, you can kind of understand like habitual behavior.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you are like having a bad habit, and you're just like, faggot.
Fuck it.
You make that choice. You're like,
Yeah, like people that drink soda all day.
You know it's not good for you.
You know, drinking six Cokes a day is not good.
Oh my god.
You know, people drink soda.
Put that in your body.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I mean, that's the what's the quote? Like, never trust a man that doesn't have a vice. You know what I mean? I can't remember who said that.
I mean, dude, I feel like I guess you have a number of them if you're normal.
Drinking.
That's what I'm saying. A normal person
sure.
has a number of different
Yeah,
vices.
you probably like drinking, probably some kind of substance other than alcohol that they also consume. Maybe porn or sex, or maybe like gambling. There's a bunch of them, things that.
Well, those are all negative. I guess you could have bad habits.
Not negative.
That are
not necessarily.
You could have like over exercising.
You could over-exercise. You could be addicted to buying comic books. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a number of type of behaviors that are addicting, but
It's
I
brain.
think it's moderation.
It's chemical.
That's the thing.
Brain chemical.
It's moderation. It's a hit. It's a quick hit. It's instant gratification for whatever that
You're
thing
like,
is
dude,
for you.
I love getting that new baseball card and flipping
I love
it.
cracking that Coke. I love
the way it sounds. Psst. I love the way the fizz when you pour it in a glass hits you in the nose.
But I am definitely the person, like, if I'm around someone and I'm drinking and they pull out a pack of cigs and offer me one, I'll take it. In a heartbeat. But I'm not going to buy them. And it's not for any really specific reason other than the fact that I'm just like, no, I'm good.
That shit would put me down.
I like one from time to time, for real. But again, I like them now where I'm at with them, where it's like an in-the-moment type of deal. Like if I'm like somewhere and somehow end up in a situation where someone's like, you want a cig? I'm like, I'm going to take this moment and take one. Because I'd never do it any other time. Like that, like kind of being in the moment thing. It's like a cool, like, when it, like it's like you don't know when you're next.
Yeah.
This is going to happen.
Yeah.
And when it comes up, like, naturally, it's cool. I'm like, oh, like my tattoos. I don't ever plan a tattoo. It just happens. Just like, oh, you want to get a tattoo today? And I'm like, yeah, why not? You know what I mean?
Nice.
I like that about the tattoos. Like, I can't say I'll never get another one or I won't get another one. I might get one tomorrow. Probably not. I might get one 10 years from now. I like the cigarettes. When it pops up, I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Why not? Let's go for it. I think a lot of things I treat like that. Like, I kind of in the moment. Like, if it comes up, I'll do. I don't really try to plan too much, man. Because I feel like the more, especially as I've gotten older and, definitely experienced some things, I feel like the more I've tried to plan things, like the less I've enjoyed them. I kind of like when things kind of happen organically and spontaneous instead of just being like, oh, I'm going to do this.
It's like when you go on vacation. It's a difference for me from going on when you go on vacation. Let's say you go on vacation for a week.
Yeah.
And let's say, because this is like a classic example for me, like a family vacation was a beach week.
Yeah, beach week trip, of course.
You go to the beach.
Yep.
You stay in a place. You're there for 5 days.
Yep.
Okay. And, however long. But you're there for an extended amount of time. And you're there. And when I go there, I know I might maybe go-karting. Or get ice cream. Or go mini-golfing. Or go to the pier. The arcade. Or go to, Nathan's Hot Dogs. If you're in New Jersey, you know what I'm saying? Like, Yeah. You have these things, but
you have options.
Some people are like, yeah, well, I'm going to Nathan's Hot Dogs on Tuesday.
They're like on Monday
at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Because before that, the night before, I'm already going to have done this, and so it's like
Monday we're going to do this, Tuesday we're going to do this, Wednesday's going to be beach day, Thursday's going to be a day.
Right.
No, it's not me. I like to go somewhere, and we're going to do stuff, but we're going to do what we feel like doing in the moment, like, And maybe that's different when eventually I start taking family vacations with my family, like. Maybe that will change. I don't know. But I know for now, I like the randomness and just the enjoyment of like when something comes up and it's just like, oh, yeah, I'll take that cigarette.
It's nice.
I'll get that tattoo.
I struggle with taking that dive, though,
drink.
saying that yes, being that yes man. Because I'm more than likely doing something. Or I'm more than likely for me now, like, have had an idea of like a plan of like, oh, this is what I'm doing with my time.
Yeah.
And so it's always kind of like, well, I had planned on this. Even if my plan was to be a bum and sit on the couch. I was like, well, I had planned to be a bum and sit on the couch, but so I guess I could go. I
try to be more open to like when that kind of shit comes up. Like if someone hits me up and is like, yo, we're about to drive by the house. Can we just swing by? And, like you said, normally you're like, well, I was planning to just lay on the couch and watch football.
Right.
And there are those times where you're like, nah, man, I'd rather just like lay here and just call it a night. But I'm like, dude, fuck that. Just when that shit pops up, I feel like you should take the advantage of it because I don't know. It just seems like something in the universe is throwing you a fastball down the middle of the plate and fucking hit it.
And you got to hit it.
You don't got to, but you should at least swing at it.
So
and
sometimes
when you hit them bitches, they're home runs. You're like, bro, I'm so glad I said yes. And sometimes you whiff and you're like, fuck, man, I knew I should have stayed on the goddamn couch.
Right?
You're already at the plate. You might as well swing.
Yeah,
David Goggins said, yeah. What,
I don't want to hear what David Goggins has to say.
You don't like him?
You don't say any David Goggins quotes here on this podcast.
Oh, no, it wasn't a quote. It's a conversation.
He says just a kind of basic idea of like, well, how David Goggins helps motivate me.
No, he just was like, yo, he doesn't look at
pornography
like
anymore.
Failing at something as a failure. He looks at it as an attempt. It's a failure to not do it.
Yeah.
So, don't lay on your fucking couch. Or lay on your fucking couch. But if something comes up, do it. And it may fucking be good. It may be a waste of your time. It may be a good memory or maybe a bad one. But at least you fucking attempted it.
No, that's what Kyle called me on the way home from work. Was like, yo, I called this morning and got tickets to a show. You want to go? They called the radio.
Today?
No, this was like years ago. It was like, hey, I called the radio station and got free tickets to a show. You want to go? I was like, yeah, duh.
Yeah, of course.
And then we went there and that's how I met Jenna.
What show was it?
Soja.
Oh, yeah.
And the Dirty Heads.
Yeah. She was working. She was working.
Reggae man.
Damn drink cart. Drink girl.
She was a bartender.
They're like, yo, drink girl, bring another one over here with that tight little ass. Drink girl.
No, she was a bartender. She never bring no drinks. I had to go get the drinks.
Oh.
And then when it stormed and they kicked us out of the amphitheater, it was an outside venue. They were like, you had to go sit in your cars during the storm. I was like, yo, let me get your number so you can tell me if they're canceling. I'm beating
Did you have a letterboard with the letters on it that said, can I have your number?
And I stood there in
the rain. And that song by Paramore came on. I think it's Paramore. When it rains. You're like, number. You know what song I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Are you there? Hello? That should be your story. Like, I stood in the rain at an amphitheater
with a boombox
and held a sign up that says, can I have your number, to the bartender girl. And she ran out into the rain and jumped into my
arms.
And we spun around and danced in the rain and cried.
And she said, "You smell like Versace." And I said,
You said
'cause
that's
it is
Maker's
Versace."
Mark, baby. You served them to me all night. You shouldn't have. Versace, 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 Versace.
Yeah.
Medusa's head on me like I'm
And
Illuminati.
then she texted me. She was like, "Yeah, no, they're letting people back in." I was like, "Sweet."
And you were like, can I get free drinks?
And she was like, "Yeah, no on the free drinks."
Damn.
And I was like, "Well, we should hang out." She was like, "I'm going away." And I was like, "All right."
When it rains. Started raining again.
And then it was like a couple days. I didn't even talk to her.
That's where they hit the laugh track for the...
Yeah, I didn't even talk to her. I thought it was over.
Damn.
I was
you're
like,
just
"Blew that."
Whatever.
She was like, "Nah,
Bartender
I've been
probably
away."
wherever she went to, having fun.
She was in the Bahamas, actually.
Probably getting her hair braided, drinking...
I was like, you
coconut
get
juice.
you get the half of your hair braided on one side. You're drinking a pina colada under the cabana. Pina colada and cabana. You know?
I'm getting caught in the rain. It's the Pina Colada song. That's a good song.
It's not a good song.
It actually is a really good song.
You ever been to what is it, Jimmy Buffett's place? What is it?
Margaritaville.
Margaritaville?
I don't think I've ever been there, no.
I've been there.
They have those in like those places, like resorts and stuff.
Yeah, I've been
and,
there
like,
before. And it has a big hurricane in the middle, and it pours the drink like every 40 minutes.
That's the song that
and
Jimmy...
it plays the song.
God, what's the hurricane song? It's
Yeah.
like, something strong, make it a hurricane before I go insane.
Yeah.
God, we're bad.
It's only 12:30, but I don't care.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
He did
Jimmy
with Toby
Buffett's got
Keith.
the best life in the world.
Toby Keith was on there.
Dude, just straight flip-flops and hurricanes.
Yeah, dude. Shout out Toby Keith. I'm an American soldier.
I love this bar.
I'm an American soldier.
What happened to that guy? What's he doing?
I think he has cancer or something. Honestly, I think he's dying.
Damn, brother, get better. Get well soon,
Yeah, I think
Tobe.
he's struggling right now.
If you'd like to be a guest on our show, we'd love to have you. Because I'm an American soldier.
They're like, dude, on your show, we can hear where it sounds like you're in another room and everybody else is having a party out there.
Yeah, it's my birthday.
Listen.
They stopped us a second
No
and said,
way,
listen.
dude.
Said, listen. And said, damn, had to take Lane to the emergency room the other night.
Come on, what happened?
Boy.
She stepped on a meat thermometer.
Huh?
She stepped on a meat thermometer.
What is that?
The meat
dick?
thermometer went through her foot.
No.
Oh, sorry. That's like a normal baby accident to do.
I thought
like-
you were about to be on point. I thought you were about to call it. You were like, she's stuck. And I was like, oh my God, he got it. He nailed it.
She stuck a piece of toy up her nose.
Food.
She stuck a pea up her nose.
Bean.
A bean.
Black bean.
And she cried.
No, we were
You
eating
couldn't get it
dinner. And yeah, couldn't get it out. We
You
were eating
didn't,
dinner.
you didn't put your mouth on her nose and
We
suck
have a
it out.
sucker and we tried to suck it out. It was gone, boy. It just went too far back.
But you could see it back there.
You could see it. Like if you took the phone and
She was
looked.
crying the whole time?
Well, we were eating dinner and they've been kind of weird with their food. They're going through a little regression right now, which is common in this age where they go from Hawson to I don't want to eat. And then they're like, I'm hungry. And you're like, come on, man, make up your mind. And, we sit there and eat with them and shit, but we're just hanging out. And they were done. You could tell they weren't eating anymore. They weren't munching. They were chilling. And Lainey was like, and I was like, what are you doing, dude? And she was like, I was like, no. Looked up her nose, piece of corn up this one, bean up this one.
She didn't put them up the nose. She
Both
said,
of them.
well, it goes in the mouth. Put it up the nose,
She
too.
said, Daddy, I didn't see you taking gaggers. I want to participate, too.
Dang,
Don't you
boy.
put that on me, Ricky.
Dang, boy.
So we got the sucker. Corn said right out. Just
Nice.
easy money.
You should have
Bean,
used your mouth.
No.
What do you
They
think
said-
they used to do in the old days?
Okay, well, they used to also make their kids live in dust.
They
We don't do that anymore, do we?
No, they actually had a whole big competition. It was called the Dust Bowl, where everybody got together, and whoever was covered in the most dust won.
And
Continue.
this year's winner of the 1948 Dust Bowl is the Baker family.
They're all like,
They're like
You
where
can-
are they?
you can see,
and then all of a
when
sudden
they
their eyes
squint
open and they're like, holy shit, they're standing right there.
when they squint, you can see all the wrinkles in their body from not having dirt in it.
They're like, we're not having fun. We're sad.
But you won.
No, we looked up and it said pretty much try to suck it out, but if you can't, don't keep doing it. You know what I mean? It's not good to do it, and don't try to put tweezers in there, nothing like that. So, Kaylee took her to the ER, and you're freaking out. We're like, God damn, dude, seriously, man, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I would have
She's
definitely
gonna
tried
get
the
fucked
vacuum.
up.
I think real quick, vacuum with the CPR.
Oh, I got the
mask,
air
just
compressor outside, like where you fill your tires up
just
with.
put something through their nose, blow it out.
Did that? Both her eyeballs popped out of her head.
We put those back in, and then we took her.
Conte Patiro. That's how he
music
ended
that
up being
plays?
blind.
Oh, okay. She predicts the future.
My dad's gonna die. My dad's gonna die. And like, that's not really like a bold prediction. It's not a hot
No
take.
way,
It's
dude.
pretty common. But we took her in, and we were freaking out, kind of feeling shitty. Because when stuff like that happens, you feel shitty. Like, damn, dude. Like,
How
I
let
suck.
that happen?
I suck.
Right.
But the nurses, they were like, oh, dude, we do this shit all the time. They're like, this is super common. And the one nurse was like, yo, my kid stuck rocks up his nose and a Skittle, and we didn't know it was there until 3 days later because the Skittle started to melt and it was green and red stuff coming out of his nose. They were like, this shit happens. Like, you're lucky that you
funny.
saw it, because most of the time people don't know and they can't talk. So you just don't know.
So it's normal that my teenager, he got the double-sided dildo off of Amazon
Yes.
and he power plunges?
Yeah.
Oh, it's normal.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
You power plunge. It happens.
Okay.
I mean, you're never going to parent perfect. Sometimes plunges happen.
Okay.
One lady was like, yeah, dude, like, my kid had an M&M up his nose and they couldn't get it out. So they were like, yo, it's just going to have to melt. And it just melted over
Sweet.
3 days. It
Sweet.
just melts away eventually.
Damn,
But
we
luckily,
didn't know,
they had a little-
our
they
kid
had a-
swallowed Skittles until he peed out Skittles.
Yeah.
Whole Skittles.
They had a little sucker.
We thought he had kidney stones and there were Skittles in there.
They were like, I
You got
don't
a problem.
understand why this dude's got rainbow
He
colored
doesn't even drink
boogers.
soda. We only give him breast milk and Skittles.
But they just hooked up a little sucker to a little airline and just
And he got it.
right out, yeah. Came right out. And I was like, damn, dude, thank God. I was like, because that shit was going to be annoying. They were like, just watch for swelling, an infection, maybe, but probably not.
Should have brought the camera.
No, man. In the moment, you're like freaking out for real. You're like, this is shitty, you know? Is she
Yeah, I
gonna
know.
die?
I think in those moments, though, like, if you train yourself to get the camera, it's, like, great content.
See, I'm very like, just relax. We'll be fine.
Oh, my God. My
the-
kid was
and
playing
my
with the
partner
fireworks
is
that I bought at the south of the border.
The person that's like, apocalypse.
Right.
So I'm the calm one. She's the.
But be ready. Kids are playing with fireworks.
Well,
Get
I
the
stayed at
camera
the
out.
house. She took Lainey in
Well, that's what I'm
because I
saying.
had to stay with Hadley because it was
Look,
bedtime.
your kids are eating beans. Get the camera out. You never know. To stuff it up their nose, you have some good content, right? Kids are playing with fireworks. Get the camera
I don't want
out.
to raise my kid filming them the whole time. Like,
You get the camera out. You never know what's going to happen. You go Jason Pierre-Paul on them. You want that on camera. That's good stuff. American's Funniest Home Videos, Bob Saget. It's not a thing anymore, but we could bring it back. Ultra
Yeah.
Wisdom.
I don't know.
America's Funniest
I've never
Wisdom
been.
Videos.
Dude, we talked about this the other day. We've never been big on the recording stuff.
I know. I suck with
We
it.
never do that.
I suck with it.
You're like, film your kids all day, man. And I'm like, dude, I
don't
can't
ever
even
bust the
film
camera
me
out.
and you fucking longboarding.
Yeah, I don't ever bring the
I
camera
don't
out.
ever be like, oh shit, while we're doing this, let's bust the video out. Because again, I think ties back to the whole spontaneous in the moment type thing. I just like in the moment, I'm like, oh, this is cool. I'm enjoying this. Y'all are eating dinner. This is fun.
I need to get...
Maybe I should bust the video out more often. I just don't ever think about I really never think about it.
We need to get an apprentice that thinks
intern?
we're cool, like an intern.
Yeah, I don't think apprentice is the right word. I think intern's the right
Well,
word.
we'll get an intern. Right?
Working for free. You ain't not getting paid.
But you just think we're cool. You want to hang out and you want to put us on camera, follow us, and do us a favor.
You can get paid in inches. That'd be sick. So yeah, Bean came out, all good on the home front. Last night eating dinner, watching because we're like, we're not doing that shit again. Dinner was over. We were like, no way, we were watching the whole time. Pee.
Put a pee up her nose.
We were like, how? We were literally sitting there,
Did
not
you
on our
scold her?
phone.
Did you bring the decibels up and you scold her with a good...
We were like,
Now!
No. But it's a different voice.
Now!
We're just like, hey, you didn't learn your lesson from the other night. Like, stop sticking stuff up your nose.
You're in timeout.
No screaming. Screaming's not cool. But there's a stern voice.
But if you scream, I think it works a little better.
Or your kids are just scared of you.
And that's how they are nice, disciplined.
I mean, they already are living without Wi-Fi.
Well-behaved
You can't scream at them. They need Wi-Fi.
So you're in timeout. No Peppa Pig.
No, Miss Rachel.
Who the hell's Miss Rachel?
Bro, that shit is crazy.
Come on, man.
Hi. Hello. Good job. More. Let's teach them sign language. They know sign language.
I know baby signs.
Yeah. They'll be at dinner like, and then they're like, we're like, I'm like, I'll come home like, did you guys have a good day today? And they're like,
We taught them, you should teach them
when we
the
put rave
sign
music
for,
on, Hattie legit is like,
you should teach them the sign for turning up on a Tuesday.
It's, who was the dude that sung that? I got the club going up on a Tuesday.
McConan.
No.
No, that's who it is. I love McConan.
Oh, I don't know if that's how you say that.
Yeah, that's his name.
It's MAKKOMAN.
McConan.
I didn't think it was that, but
He's got a couple other bangers.
Macaulay
Man.
Culkin.
Drake got him on that one. Drake took that club going up Tuesday.
God, I'm gonna listen on the way
His
home. I
other
haven't
stuff
thought
was
about
a
that shit in
banger, dude.
forever.
What's that one song? It's
Vodka on a Tuesday.
Oh, that's yeah.
That shit.
It's not vodka on it.
It's something like that. Because it wasn't one of the bangers. It is a banger, but it wasn't one of the main
It's vodka on the weekend.
Vodka on the weekend, drinking vodka
Yeah.
on the motherfucking weekend.
Yeah, it's that one. But I was
Dude, hey,
thinking,
Alexa, play that
I was
song,
thinking,
dog.
I like to make money get turned.
I haven't listened to that shit in
Dude,
forever.
McConan, shout out.
I don't think that's how you say it. That's tripping me out.
The word you are watching sounds like McConan.
I love McConan.
McConan.
I like to see homos naked. I love McConan.
Yeah, home is where you make it.
It is where you make it. Did you see that new Adam Sandler movie on Netflix, Hustle?
That's old.
Oh, well, okay. Well, for me, it was new. I hadn't seen it. It's this year.
I think it's old.
You talking about the basketball movie?
Yeah.
The cruise missile? Bo Cruise? It was a good movie. I just watched that the other night. Mm-hmm. I enjoyed it. Whenever I watch Adam Sandler, dude, I always think about, like, growing up and watching all his catalog of movies. That's definitely nostalgia every time I see him. But he does, like, serious shit now, like, and, like, all those type of movies.
Good,
he doesn't
you're older.
make his...
You're not like, Hochi.
Yeah, but you know you love that shit. You know you love that shit. Dude, 8 Crazy
Too
Nights.
damn hot for a penguin be running around here.
Mr. Penguin, I'm gonna get you.
It's idiot.
I fucking love Big Daddy too, and he's like, he just straight roast the girlfriend the whole time about working at Hooters.
Dude, it's good comedy, dude.
It's fucking great comedy. It's not
and
good.
they're-
It's
and they're-
gold.
and
It's
they-
gold.
And they're great films, dude.
gold. World Cup.
It's great films,
Is Messi
too.
and Argentina gonna go all the way?
I think they play tomorrow.
Croatia, I believe.
Tomorrow.
I just saw it on DraftKings. It's the only reason I know
Yeah,
that,
World
'cause I
Cup's
like
happening
gambling.
right now.
We're out.
But we're in the past, and right now,
You know who else is out?
it's a new year.
Oh, it is. Welcome
Not
home.
now for us now, but now for you now.
Welcome home, Brittany.
Yeah, dude. Give up the Merchant of Death.
With the first pick in the 2022 Prisoner Swap Draft, the United States of America selects Brittany Griner, WNBA superstar and Olympian. Oh my God.
They're like,
Whoa, no one saw this
For-
coming. First pick overall? That
for
was
the
crazy.
Merchant of Death.
You know they probably could have got her later and for a lower price, but I mean, we're gonna see how this thing pans out after a few years. That's a crazy first overall pick.
Yeah.
Oh well, looks like Russia's on the clock now. Oh, they're coming up now. Looks like the pick's in. With the second pick in the 2022 Prisoner Swap Draft, Russia selects the Merchant of Death. Oh my God! Oh my God! It's the Merchant of Death at the second overall pick. That's a steal. Steal of the draft. Oh my God, it's John Cena. Oh, oh my God. Dude,
Yeah.
come on, man.
Yeah.
We got flossed.
Yeah.
We're going to send it over to Chris in the studio with our ESPN draft
I mean, dude, welcome home.
analysis.
Just remember, like, it was just a couple months ago. We were talking about our sponsor,
12 inches of rulers. Rulers of death.
your
Something like
custom
that.
rulers.
Freer. She was free. Thanks for all the support and y'all buying them
And
rulers.
if you purchase the free Brittany rulers,
You're
where
gonna
you
get,
could put it up to your eyes and see behind the bars, your donation is a part of
The trade.
how we were able to bring her back home. It's important.
Russia freed up a lot of cap space.
It's important.
Yeah, it's looking
Yeah.
like Scott over at the studio is going to do draft analysis now, and he's going to give America a D for the draft pick for dumbass. That was a terrible
Yeah, we're definitely
pick.
going to have to trade up next year for some picks.
Yeah, our
We'll
future's not looking too bright.
We'll have to trade our 2028 picks.
So, thank you for tuning in for the 2022 Prisoner Swap Draft, brought to you by Coors Light.
PBI.
Dude, got flossed. Let's trade this Olympian basketball player for a guy who deals arms and missiles.
I mean,
and let's be
It's
real.
all a
Let's
joke.
be real. It was bullshit that she was detained for
Right.
that fucking stupid cart. Like, come on. No one should go to jail for no one should even be incarcerated
Right.
for a day for that kind of shit.
Right.
Russia was definitely fucking and trying to take a hostage. And I am glad she is out because no one should be in jail for,
Agreed.
especially in a foreign country
Agreed.
like that. It was a bullshit move by Russia, but
then again,
at the end of the day, you know, if it was me or you over there and we got arrested in fucking Russian TSA and we contacted the embassy and we're like, yo,
trade us.
can you get me out for the Merchant of Death? And not that me and you are on the level of her as a Olympic gold medalist
Right.
and professional athlete. Obviously not, but come on.
Yeah.
It's another time a celebrity's been bailed out where a regular ass citizen would never have been given that opportunity. We'd be sitting in jail for 10 years in a Russian prison. We'd get jacked though. I will say that. But
Yeah, dude.
come
No,
on,
we
man.
wouldn't. We'd be eating porridge and being
Like
worked
we want to
for 8 hours
fucking, we
a
want to
day.
fucking like rant and rave over equality and everyone's equal and fairness, but neither one of us would have ever had a chance at getting out of that country without serving that sentence.
That's why I sell CIA information to
WikiLeaks.
other countries. It's something I do.
Yeah.
I try to make ends meet.
But yeah, you're doing a great job.
This is the information that I'm leaking to other countries. Our conversations.
That you're a spy.
Yeah, if you go back and listen to each episode, this episode 25, if you go back, there's secret key. And if you listen,
I am the watcher.
you can piece it together.
No, Head and Shoulders shampoo. Listen,
Head on.
dude, sometimes you got an itchy scalp. You're wearing a nice suit. Your head itches. You start scratching. Some of them flakes come down. That's embarrassing. You don't want to be showing up to a black tie event with your beautiful fucking suit on and got dandruff flakes on your shit. You know? And there's an easy way to fix that. It's a common problem that I think men and women face. And you just got to head on down to your local grocery store or retailer, pick you up a nice bottle of some Head and Shoulders, use that a couple times a week, some little medicated dandruff shampoo.
Yeah, the new special medication that they use is cream cheese. It's Head and Shoulders cream cheese.
That's if you want to make a buffalo dip. You
It's
get
a
the Head
new
and Shoulders cream
2022
cheese.
edition. Put the cream cheese Head and Shoulders into your hair.
I'm scratching my head right now. Maybe I should get some.
Yeah.
But yeah, if
great
you
for
head
your
on
hair.
down to your local Target and you at checkout, type in code ULTRA, you will get not only
Type in
one,
code Ultra Cream.
but you'll get 2 bottles of 24-ounce Head and Shoulder cream cheese.
It's not for food. It's different.
It's not for food, it's for your hair. It's kind of like a nice thick paste that you take and you work gently into your scalp. And once you have it worked, kind of like a mask almost, you know what I mean? And once you have it worked all over the scalp and the hair, you let it sit. It's like those people that you see when they get lice in their hair and they put mayonnaise in it. Kind of after the block's kind of warmed up with the natural heat of your scalp. Kind of like ends up looking like that.
Yeah.
You leave that on, rinse it out. You shouldn't see any type of flaking for 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah, make sure you don't leave it on for too
Dude,
long because
fucking
it will
rinse
harden.
and repeat. And if you do leave it on for too long, it
It'll
will
harden.
harden. You will have to contact Poison Control because we're not involved with that. They're just a sponsor.
Yeah, there's the warning label.
Yeah. So head on over to your local Target. Look for the Head and Shoulders cream cheese blocks. Keep
Keep your head right
your head right, dude.
and
Use
keep on going.
Promo code ULTRA at checkout. Buy 2 blocks, get 1 free. See you next time, friends.
UltraWisdom.